welcome. How are you doing? Today I thought we should look at some gamer confessions. So I went and perused Reddit, specifically the r/confessions subreddit, typed in the keyword gaming, games, to find anything to do with that subject and just to see what comes up. So I found things, but I've not read them. It's going to be a blind react with you guys. Okay, so we're gonna start off strong with I was my sister's boyfriend on an online game. Okay, sir. However, if it makes you feel better, they feel remorse. So at least we're going into it knowing that. Let's just read it. Oh my god. My sister and I used to play this game called RuneScape. Good game. I knew she played it, but she didn't know I used to play it. We had a family computer in the living room. When my sister would do her chores and homework, our parents would let her use the computer. One day, when I woke up, I realised she was playing RuneScape, which was also a game I was playing at the time. When she went to use the bathroom, I ran to the computer, found her username, went back to my room and added her from my account. One day, I was in her world and realised she was online and trying to sell some cooked lobsters. I bought all of her cooked lobbies and told her to add me since I would buy them all. She did. After that, we became closer friends online. I would always buy her food and items at a good rate. We would kill lessers at Karamja together and fish and cook together. It was really fun. This is why are you not telling your sister, oh, I'm playing with you? This is where it's weird automatically, because any normal person would just tell their sibling, oh yeah, I added you. I sent you the lobsters. Let's freaking have fun together. This is the first red flag. Okay. Anyway, let's continue. One day she began to ask me weird questions. She asked me how old I was and what grade I was in. Sir, these are not weird questions. She thinks she's meeting a cool guy who's giving her gifts on RuneScape. It is not weird. You are the weirdo. I lied and told her information that I was closer to her age and in the same grade as her. I cannot excuse this person. I have no words for this individual. She liked that, and we began to talk about school, our country, and our family openly. I learned a lot. What do you mean you learned a lot? You fucking know her. What? Okay. She once asked if I was a boy or girl. I told her I was a boy. She later asked if I had a girlfriend. I pretended to say words like ill and gross, but wanted to see what would happen next. She asked if we could be boyfriend-girlfriend on RuneScape. I shouldn't have said it. I said yes. I actually don't know what to comment at this point. Okay, let's just finish this godforsaken story. We played a lot together after school, doing quests and basically anything not boring, until I realised that my high school homework was piling up and I would have to get a job soon. So one Friday night, I told my sister to trade me. I gave her all my money and valuable items. She asked what I was doing. I told her that I wanted her to give all the stuff to my other account. She said okay. After the trade was complete, I messaged her and told her that I was going to quit RuneScape, and after being boyfriend-girlfriend for almost a year, this was my final goodbye. She told me to wait, but okay, this is... oh my god. Okay, there's more. I closed my PC in my room and lay down on my bed. I cried. My heart hurt. I couldn't complete any homework. When I came downstairs after an hour or so, I saw my sister on the computer walking around with my stuff at the exact spot I gave her everything. She just kept clicking, probably thinking I was coming back. My message was on the screen and she was crying. The next few days, she didn't eat much and didn't talk much. I felt the exact same way, but I knew it was for the best. What the actual fuck? Oh my god. That's so sad. It's not just sad, it is disturbing. To say that's so sad is an understatement. Yes, it would be sad if you took the brother part away, okay? If this was just she developed a relationship over RuneScape that lasted a year, she was in love, and then this person just broke her heart and left her there. That would be sad. This is a felony. For some reason, I don't find this too creepy. I had difficulty connecting with my siblings. Maybe this was your way. Was it right? No. Can I judge you? No. Yes, you can. You can. Am I being gaslit by all these Redditors? Like, am I the only one? Please someone tell me that you are also disturbed. Because if you're connecting with your sibling, just tell them you're playing RuneScape with them. Or keep it friendly. Jesus Christ. I find it kind of adorable. No, it is not. It's actually genuinely not adorable. I'm being gaslit. This is insane. This is kind of nice. I'm actually screaming. Weird, because you're her brother pretending to be someone else, be her boyfriend, but I'm sure in the year you two played together, you got to know a side of her that she didn't know her. Yeah, that's true. It's actually fine, because he got to know another side to her, so you know what? It is good. If you're struggling, guys, here's some advice. If I told her I'm her brother in game, she wouldn't have done some things. Yeah, literally, what kind of things? That is my question. What things? Anyway, we gotta move on. I'm bamboozled by this story. I'm not gonna lie. I wiped a game that someone spent countless hours and dollars on when I managed an arcade. That seems really mean. Okay. In the early 2000s, I was an assistant manager at a local arcade. We had all the usual games. SCII. I don't know. I don't know arcade games too well. I know Tekken, ticket games, etc. We had one game that was rarely played. Gauntlet Legends. That is such a hard word to say. Gauntlet. Okay. The main rep was going to remove the game, except that one guy came in every day and pumped tons of tokens in only that game. It saved your progress through a login, but as the game went, your character always lost health as you played. Otherwise, you'd probably never lose. I watched him play this game for weeks on end, and he'd inch closer and closer to beating it. I'm not sure why, but one day after he left, I opened the machine and did a full reset, wiping all his hard work. You are mean. The next day he came in, put in 2 tokens and tried his login. He looked at me in confusion when it didn't work. I lied and said the game glitched and had to be reset. He and I had never really spoken, but the look on his face was total disappointment. I felt like an asshole and was literally, what is this behaviour? He stood there for a moment, let out a big sigh and set his shoulders. I thought he was going to explode. Instead, he walked over to the token machine, dropped a $20 in it, got his tokens and put them all in the game. Aww. He played for 4 hours until I had to close. A co-worker said he beat it in one day when I was off. I was glad, but I didn't remove the feeling that I totally fucked this guy over. Still bugs me to this day, not truly understanding what made me to be such a prick at that moment. So to you, random guy that eventually beat Gauntlet at the arcade, I apologise and salute you. I'm sorry. Okay, I forgive this person. They were an asshole. I don't know what caused it. There was probably something. I don't know, maybe jealousy? We don't know. But it seems like this individual feels a lot of remorse. So, you know, I accept your apology. Okay, everyone is mad, which, true. I'm mad as well, but I feel like this person's mad at themselves as well. So, you know, I don't know, maybe he should have taken the guy out for dinner after. Apologise. Okay, we've got a bit of a lighter one. Sometimes I appear offline so my friends don't know how much time I spend gaming. I don't want them to know I wake up at 5 a.m. sometimes to play, or that I stay up until 12 a.m. when I have work in the next morning to play. Thus, appear online. Fair. You know what? I can't judge you. Sometimes you just don't want people to be in your business. You just want to enjoy your game in peace without anyone judging you, and I cannot blame you for that. I broke my best friend's gaming PC and laptop because she lied to me. I used remote access software to basically trash both her desktop PC and laptop. I also deleted her Reddit account which she used to promote her content. Aww. That's kind of horrid of you. I definitely regret it because I feel awful. It was an extremely shitty thing to do and I massively overreacted. But she is also an awful person who lied to me over and over and over again, all the time using me to do things for her and refusing to ever acknowledge my feelings. But I was so desperately alone that I put up with it. Now she's threatening to take me to court. I don't really care about that because I didn't do anything illegal. Deleting a Reddit account and a System32 folder is hardly criminal. Are we sure? But I do wish I had just told her to fuck off instead of trying to ruin her life like a despicable... What is that word? Okay. This is questionable. Because, you know, you can just speak to the person. Like, I understand that you were feeling very bad about this. However, can we talk before you destroy my life? Because also, what are we lying about here? Because I get that would be shitty. I get it, alright? But tell me first, let me react, and then if I continue to be an asshole to you, maybe we can take some actions. But ruining my life without talking to me is insane. If you did these stuffs without actually using a setup hacking, then that's illegal. That's what I'm saying. It is not really giving legal. If you've interfered with her income source, she could in the least sue you for that. Stop trying to justify what you did. It really doesn't make you sound sorry at all. You should have just cut ties with her. You know what they say? An eye for an eye and the whole world is blind. If she takes you to court, you kind of deserve it. Facts. Yeah, this is messed up. People are insane. This is depressing me. I get strangely aroused when losing a game of chess in a way where my pieces are being hunted down. Understandable, yeah. Yeah. I logged into my friend's account and used up all of his gaming points. Why is everyone so mean? In the 5th grade, the entire class had an educational site that, when we got things correct, gave us points to spend in the gaming section. My teacher told the entire class when we first got introduced to it that our username and password was our first names. Me and him were competitive about the points, and one day, when I spent all mine, I logged into his and used up the 7k points he saved up. We get a small amount of points and paid for games for small amounts too. He freaked out that someone logged into his stuff and I never got caught. That is mean. Why is everyone so mean? Can we be nice to each other, please? Why don't you give your friend some points for a change? Also, you are not truly competitive, because if you're truly a competitive person, you want to win fair and square. Okay. Pooped my pants while playing video games. I feel like that's happened to a few people, let's be honest. Okay, so when I was 10, I still needed my mummy to give me a bath after every bowel movement that I had. One time, I was playing on my Nintendo and I felt the urge to defecate, but I was so busy playing that I held in my droppings. Suddenly, the urge got more intense and I finally put the game on pause and ran to the bathroom. By the time I got to the toilet, my droppings had already come out and stained my briefs. Oh, after I finished pooing, I called my mum into the bathroom to clean me up in the bathtub, like if I was 5. When she was bathing me, she noticed my soiled undies and yelled at me about pooping in my pants. She threatened to ground me if I ever stained my undergarment again. Since then, I started bathing myself after my next bowel movements, so that my mum would never see when I pooed myself. I was getting too old for that anyway. Yeah. Yeah. That is worrying, but at the same time, not surprising. I feel like that has happened to at least, I want to say, let's talk hardcore gamers, right? So age of 10, I feel like is a good age to predict this kind of thing. So let's say 10-year-old hardcore gamer. I'm talking 6 hours a day minimum, all right? Of that population, I'm going to say 40% pooped themselves before because they couldn't stop gaming. Change my mind. Where did I get these statistics? I've done my research, okay? Show me evidence against it, I'll believe you, but you can't, can you? Next confession. I prefer console gaming over PC. How dare you? How freaking dare you come on the internet and confess this? You are disgusting. Get out of society. Yes, literal society out. I also love the Switch. I'm just going to say, I have a both gaming PC and an Xbox One. When I was younger, I would play Mario Bros on my dad's NES is a Nintendo Entertainment System. Why have I not heard of that? Okay, fair enough. When I was 10, I received the original Xbox for my birthday, and that's when I really fell in love with video games. I've been playing on a controller all my life, and I have no plans to switch over. Playing games on a computer just always felt weird and unnatural to me. I will only play a game on PC if it's not available on console. Plus, I just like owning physical copies and looking at my collection. Hey, that is so understandable. I get it. I love my Switch. And I was always more of a console person. Now I play more PC games. I like the best of both worlds, okay? So I'm not judging you. I've wasted the majority of my youth on video games and I'm sick of watching my life flash by. Looking back, I've realised my addiction to video games has caused me to forget important areas of my life. Most of it is a blur. I want to reduce or cut my time playing them entirely. Since I've gotten to college, it's gotten worse. Leaving my good friends behind at home, I have no one to branch out to. It's been hard to make friends, so naturally the void left by them was replaced by video games. A month-long break coming up and I'm leaving my desktop in my college town apartment. Hopefully this break will allow me to explore other avenues to use to fill time. Honestly, bless this individual. I think it's fantastic that they have noticed that that's the situation they're in and they're going to do something about it, because I think gaming, fantastic. I love it. However, these things, even reading, to be honest. Watching movies, shows, whatever, it can really be used as a way to distract yourself from life if like you're struggling emotionally and things like that. But then you have this other side to that where you don't deal with it, and then your life goes by. So I feel like you always need a balance. Life is about balance, okay? Game and have fun. IRL. I hope they find something fantastic for them to do. This was 7 years old, so probably they have. Probably they've sorted it out. I love online gaming, but I hate most other gamers. Don't know why, I just find talking to other gamers gives me a headache. So I never talk or chat with others while in game. I mean, that's not deep. But sometimes I get a bit shy, so I don't talk either. And it depends. It just depends on the game and the community and the kind of people there. So I woke up my friend by calling anonymously and hanging up just so we could play video games. I woke up early and felt bored to death. I wanted my friend to wake up so we could play. Had sent him a message on Steam, but he wasn't replying. I suspected him just leaving the computer on before going to bed yesterday. So I called his cell phone with my number. He didn't answer, probably silent mode. I then called his landline with my hidden number. Surely enough, he answers all groggy. I just hung up, and a few minutes later, he replies on Steam saying he just woke up and to give him a few minutes before we could play. I felt so bad afterwards, but hey, at least I'm not bored. This is kind of funny. I don't know, I'd be pissed. I love my sleep, alright? But, I mean, that's not the worst thing in the world. But I guess I would just admit to the person that it was me. I've never done it before, and to be fair, it was like 11:30. He shouldn't be sleeping. I just hate being woken up and I get so grumpy the whole day. Hence, I feel bad for him. Yeah, I mean, 11:30 is not too bad. This was kind of funny. Compared to the other ones we read, I'm like, oh, light-hearted, little giggle. Okay, there's a lot that I like to do with stealing games from shops, but this one seems the most interesting, and not just like, oh, I stole games from a shop. So when I was 9, I bought a game using my friend's parents' money. I'm so curious, how did that work? Like 14 years ago, when I was 9 years... Oh, this is 8 months ago! Finally, we got one that's not that old. Back 14 years ago, I was 9 years old. I would hang out with my brother's friend and we would sleep over since they lived real close. We played video games together, played outside, and would have meals prepped by their parents. At the start, it was more of my brother's friend, but as time went on, they became good family friends. Near the beginning, however, I was in a very mischievous place, even back at home. Imagine, I've never heard it described, like, obviously you can say, oh, I was in a bad place. I've never heard someone say they were in a mischievous place. That sounds like a villain arc. I was starting to look for my GameCube, DS, and Wii when it was taken away to play and then put back. That's the place where my mind was at the time. Huh? Oh. So this individual's consoles would get confiscated and then they would sneakily grab it, play, and then put it back. Okay, got it. So one day we all wanted to play the new maps for Black Ops Zombies, and since I was more techie, the parents asked if I could put the card info to buy the DLC. They trusted me to put in the info and buy the DLC. I know you might be thinking I saved the card number or something, but no. I gave back the card to the parents, but as a security measure, we had to put in the password for the console or account to make purchases. We asked them for it, we get the DLC, and we play the game. Some time passes and it's been months. I remembered the email from the main menu and I put my memory to the test and I logged into their account from my console at home. I put in the password and it worked. So now I didn't need the card info because I had access to their account with the games and card numbers. That is cheeky. Initially, I just wanted to game share, but Mortal Kombat 9 went on sale for $20 and I really, really wanted it. So I fed my temptations and got the game, and not even my brother knew. I still deeply regret this, and the more I think about it, the more I freaking hate myself for it because of how trusting and generous the family is. Yeah, that's sad. They are still family friends, and I just hate it because the biggest memory I have is of something horrible I did. That is really sad. So how old is this individual? They said 14 years ago, and that was when they were 9. So they are 23, my age. Let's pretend it's me. If I was this individual, I would tell them and I'd be like, oh, yeah, I kind of fucked up and I was a silly little mischievous 9-year-old. I was going through my mischievous phase. And I purchased a game with your money for $20. Here's the $20 back. Yeah, it's $20. Pay them back, apologise, move on. Facts. The moment you hand them that 20 and apologize, you will instantly feel better. We all do stupid shit as kids. That's what I'm saying. Just admit it. Like, it's not going to be that deep. They seem like nice people. I, female 22, just spent hours playing dress-up games online, and I don't regret anything. I'm currently having a bad day. So does this make it less embarrassing? Hey, even if you were not having a bad day, that is not embarrassing. I love dress-up games. I loved dress-up games. I played them for hours when I was younger. Sometimes I'll hop on, dress a couple girlies up, and have a fantastic time. So, embarrassing? No. Fantastic? Yes. Beautiful, gorgeous, incomparable. And just to finish it off, on a light note, because some of these were heavy, I still don't know how to play solitaire. I don't even know why this made me laugh so much. It's just so funny. I know, I'm a solitaire connoisseur. Have you never been on a laptop or PC that has no internet and no games? Because then you spend your time on solitaire. Well, that is it of reading Gamers Confessions. I was not expecting some of them to be that deep and dark. I need to watch something funny now. Get my spirits back up. Because, whoa, I was not expecting that. Anyways, hope you enjoyed. Hope you had fun. Even though, like I said, some of these were a bit dark. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Thanks for hanging with me. I appreciate you. Subscribe if you enjoyed, like and comment what you thought of these, if you agreed with my opinions. And I'll be seeing you later. Bye.